You probably use the YouTube site pretty often, and I would assume since you're watching this video, you are learning Japanese. So why not practice Japanese and use YouTube at the same time? There's not actually that many words on the YouTube site too, only being around 50, unless you go deep into something like the settings menu. So just don't go there. There's also a good amount of katakana thankfully, so this video won't go on forever. That all being said, the first place you're probably going to go is the homepage. Even if you don't stay on it for very long, it's a pretty hard place to avoid. We'll get to this stuff later, but the first thing to go over is this long list of options. Starting with these, we have 3 words, 2 of which you should already know, and 1 which you may be able to guess based on the later half. If you couldn't tell by this little house icon, this is home. Then you have shorts, and then this mix of kanji and katakana. Let's move that over for now and just talk about the kanji. Touroku. This word is the compound of to, meaning to ascend, and roku, meaning record. But when put together, it can mean subscribe. I'm going to use ChatGPT for the etymology on some of these, by the way, and whether the descriptions it gives me are true or not, they are pretty convincing. Also, I don't really think the etymology being true really matters for the sake of remembering the kanji. So what ChatGPT gave us here is ascending to a documented or recorded state. So next time you subscribe to someone, think about it like you're helping them ascend to a higher plane. How kind of you. And if you wouldn't mind helping me ascend, that would be greatly appreciated. Then, going down to the My Page section, we have a good amount of words and all the buttons actually having kanji this time, with some even having multiple compounds in each button. This first one I really like, and compared to the last kanji where the compound was a little weird and the explanation may have not made perfect sense, this one makes a lot of sense, and through the video they actually get a lot more sensible. The first kanji, ri, by itself can mean perform or complete, and the second, reiki, being passage of time. Now, when you put your completions or accomplishments together, with the passage of time, you have your personal history. In this instance, your accomplishments are watching YouTube videos. Saisei listo. I really like this one because I have no clue how saisei came to mean playlist, but I really like the word. It means coming to life again or restoration to life. According to ChatGPT, saisei expresses the idea of bringing something back to life, regenerating, or playing something again, whether it's rebirth, audio-video playback, or data recovery. So when you put something into a playlist, you likely have the intent to play them again. So it's a play again list. Sakusei shita doga. This is past tense. I say that because it does affect how I break this down. Saku means create, and naru means to complete. Being past tense, it's things you have completed the creation of. In this case, doga comes after, which is what you have created. Doga itself is made up of move and picture, which a video is just a bunch of moving pictures. Pretty easy. So, sakusei shita doga means videos you have completed. Ato de miru. Again, extremely simple, made up of only 2 kanji, which this isn't even a compound this time. This is made up of ato, meaning after or later, then miru, to see or watch. If you're wondering what the de is there for, in this case de is used to indicate how watch links to later. Like how the word at is used in English. These videos are to watch at a later time. Takaku hyouka shita doga. I feel like there has to be a shorter way to write this one. This is 3 parts, takaku, hyouka shita, and doga. Takaku is simply high. Hyouka is made up of these 2 kanji, hyo meaning criticism or review, then ka is value. So when you put them together, it can be like the assigned value or the rating you're giving something, whether that's positive, negative, or a number rating of 1 through 10. Though when you add takaku back, it's something like highly rated. And it has shita for past tense, like sakusei did, which makes it something that has been highly rated or a liked doga, liked video. I hope that made sense. This is just where you will find your subscription list if you don't go to the other subscription list. And at the bottom, you will find moto miru, moto meaning more, and miru meaning see. See more. Wow, that's a lot of katakana. So we have 3 words in this section that we're going to go over. The first, kyujo sho. Kyu means sudden or abrupt. Jo means up, and sho is to rise up. The jo sho part means to rise, and adding kyu to it makes it abruptly rise. And looking at the graph, that's typically what we call a trend. Ongaku. The on part means sound, and gaku is enjoyment. I'm assuming you got it, or already knew it. It's of course music. Eiga to terebi. Eiga is one of those cool words that had to do with the history of something. And when you think about it now, it kind of seems out of context. A is projection. Ga is picture or image, so Eiga is a projected picture. So if you were some sort of alien that doesn't know anything about movie theaters or film, that wouldn't really make sense to you, because nothing is really being projected when you watch a movie on YouTube. I just wanted to mention that though, because I think those historical type of words are just really cool. Then you have all these words under here, which I will speed through. Raibu, Geimu, Newsu, Supportsu, Kosu, Fashion to... Oh, wait, we have another kanji. I did not see that one. Bio. This is really cool. If you ever wondered what true beauty looks like, look no further, because this kanji is a pictogram of it. And this kanji is cool too, I guess. It's the yo part. It just means appearance or form. So beauty plus appearance is beauty. Or it can also be used kind of like to beautify. It basically just encapsulates the category of beauty. So this is the fashion and beauty category. We have finally finished this section on the left-hand side. So what's the next most common place to be? Well, it's probably on a video, I would think. Excluding what we already went over, we have like 8 new words here. Starting with kyoyu. Kyo is together, and yu, which is to exist, or have. So kyoyu means to have something together or share. In this case, you're sharing a video with someone. Again, it's one of those weird words because you're not literally sharing a digital video, but you are sharing it with someone. I know I haven't been going over the katakana, but I do like this one. It just says offline, implying a download for offline use. It's one of those instances where a language borrows a word from another language, and then it uses it in a weird way, but would be a little bit weird if used that way in the native language it came from. And then we have thanks, just in English. I'm honestly not really sure why this one is just in plain English. Kai shicho. The numbers don't matter, obviously. What we're looking at here is the shicho part. Shi means to watch or view, cho is to listen or careful inquiry. YouTube videos normally have audio and video, so I think this word is pretty cool to use when referring to the views on a video that most likely has audio. The kai before shicho is just a counter. In this instance, it's counting the viewing occurrences, or how many views the video has gotten. Next to that, we have the age of the video. No matter how old the video is, mai will always stay the same. It's basically just ago. Here, it's 7 days ago. And here's a chart of the different kanji you will see for the age of a video. This one just has a counter, ken. According to Jisho, it's a counter for received emails, text messages, voicemail messages, or comments. Narabe kai. Despite the kana in between the kanji, this is an entire word in the dictionary, meaning sort. You have nara meaning to line up, and kai meaning to exchange or replace. Together, narabe kai means reordering or sorting. It is a drop-down though, so there are 2 more words hidden here, which affect how the comments are sorted. The first being hyoka-jun. Hyoka being a compound of evaluate and value. So I kind of think of it like the value being evaluated in a positive way. Then, jun being order or sequence, so this altogether would be top-rated sorting. Kind of a confusing way to say it, but I think that's the most literal. Then, there's also the beautiful option of atarashi jun, surely giving you the best possible comments. This one's more straightforward than hyoka-jun. It's just atarashi, meaning new, and then it has the same kanji, jun, meaning order at the end. So you're sorting by new comments. I also forgot one thing. Right under the channel's name where it displays their subscriber count, you have this text that accompanies the number. Channel Toroku Shasu. Shasu is made up of sha, person, and su, number. So number of people who are subscribed. Then, at the end of this, there is the kanji nin, which is the counter for people. An important distinction I want to make here is that the sha in shasu is used as part of a larger word. So even though number of people is already said, it's not a counter like nin. You still need the counter to display a number of people. That's all I'm going over in this video though. I think those 2 menus are easily the most used. Next would probably be the individual channels and maybe some of the sub-menus. Thanks for watching though, and please do like and subscribe. Bye bye.